Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slant, hoping I got another video for y'all. In this video, I'm going to be posing a question for the Passport Bros, right? Based on some of my analysis and my interactions with some of these individuals, right? But before I even get into the video, because I got 4 points, I wanted to say, like, if you click the link below, I got a few links. I got a link to a documentary that I'm in. It's called We Came to Heal. It's also a link to purchase my book, Who Profits When Black Men Gangbang. And there's also a link to join my channel membership, right? And if you like my content, make sure you share it, you like, and you subscribe. So without further ado, the question is, are you brothers, is the Passport Bros going out there, out the country, because they're looking for wholesome, feminine women to marry? Or are you really going out there just to exploit? Right? And I'm gonna break that down, right? Because I agree, right? The women in America, especially the black women, right? They have become very masculine, right, and aggressive, and all of those other things that we don't really kind of like want to see in our women. And then overall in the country, the American women, they're being fed this misandry juice and anti-patriarchy stuff in school and in the media and in social media and society in general, right? In general. So I get it. If that's really what you claim you're really going out there, because the women over there might have a different culture in a sense. I understand that. I agree. But I will also say that there is a lot of women in the country who are feminine, who want to be led, who are waiting for men to kind of like step up and lead them and guide them, right? There are those women, because I've seen plenty of them, right? So they exist within the country. And for some of the things I realize is this, that men can no longer lead with their money, right? And men are having a hard time. These Passport Bros, they're having a hard time because they've been lied to. They've been told that if they worked hard, if they made themselves something, right? If they went to school, they made the money, then they was gonna get the power, then they was gonna get the chicks. And what they're realizing is that they got the money, they went to school, and these chicks are not picking them. It's not that they're going overseas only because the women are aggressive and masculine here. They're also complaining that the women, because these women are still smashing dudes, they just not smashing you. So these brothers are upset because these women are giving up the coochie to about like 20% of men, right? They're getting impregnated by the men that the Passport Bros think that they are better than. This is also part of a problem. They view these men as degenerates. You shouldn't give them babies. You shouldn't even be messing with them, right? So it's almost like a jealousy there, right? That's why I made the video about that. The Pookies and the Ray Rays are the real alphas, right? So women are in a space where they're telling men, like, what else do you bring besides your money? Because now they're making their own money too. These are Passport Bros, right? So they basically telling them, what else do you bring besides your money? Because I make my own money. And these brothers are struggling because a lot of times they're lacking in everything else, right? Because they don't really know what women want. Which leads me to the next point, right? They don't know what women want. And I tell brothers this all the time. A woman will pick a man who can protect her and provide her with safety and security, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean money, over a guy who has a lot of money, right? Because you can have a lot of money and she cannot feel secure with you. She cannot feel protected. She cannot have that chemistry with you, right? Women care a lot about how they feel. But a lot of these dudes think like, I got money. They just want to throw money at women. And then, but women now, they're starting to make their own money. So you can't do what you used to do back then when they had no choice, when they couldn't work, or they was making way less money, and you had to use your money. You use your money as leverage, right? Which is what you're doing now over there, right? But anyway, I'm gonna get to that. So a lot of these brothers don't realize that a lot of them are socially awkward. A lot of them don't got no charisma. A lot of them don't they just socially awkward. They can't really protect. And like I said, I had a survey where I asked 50 women, like, how do they decide when they're gonna sleep with a man, right? None of them said nothing about money, right? What they said was, if he make me feel safe, if he make me feel comfortable, if I feel protected, if I feel understood, like if they make me laugh. These are the things that they said. They didn't say nothing about money. And like I said, a lot of these brothers that are passport bros that are just throwing money, they're lacking in other areas. And they don't really know what women want. And now that they can't use money as leverage, and then not only just that, they can't use money as leverage because the broke dudes is getting the coochie. They don't even got no money, so they really tight. They really tight because they've been lied to. They told them if you got the money, you was gonna get the girls, and now they can't even get the girls. But guess what? There's other girls that want you, and y'all don't want them. But I'm gonna get to that. The next point is, so if you're not going over there to get hosts, to marry these women, because a lot of these dudes, let's just be real, they just going over there. They're not settling down. They're not bringing those women back. They're not getting married. They're not doing that. They're going out there having fun. Having fun, which leads me to the next point, right? Because when you go overseas with an American passport, America has a global dominant influence over the world. Everybody is copying the shit that America is doing. So when you go anywhere in the world with an American passport, except for the countries that don't really like America, but when you go most places in the world with an American passport, people gonna praise you, right? Some of these brothers just started traveling. When I always traveled when I was younger, I always got praised. People always thought I had money because I came from America. They just thought all the great shit about me, right? Everybody wanted to be my friend. The girls wanted to be my girls. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like being from New York within the country. When you travel to different states and you from New York, everybody want to talk to you. Everybody want to vibe with you. Everybody want to rock out. It's the same thing when you go outside the country. So these brothers are going to different countries and they got an American passport, a first world passport. And because of the global dominance of America, it helps them get that feeling of I'm king. It's not that you got swag. It's not that you got game. It's that you got leverage, first, an American passport, and now your currency, depending on where you go, your currency changes. So you got a little more money. So what you're doing is what was not really working, what was not really working for you in America, because you're struggling to get laid. They said 1 in 3 men are having no sex. And most of these brothers are the passport bros. It's not the Pookies and the Ray Rays. The broke dudes getting coochie. They getting babies. They getting all type of stuff. So these dudes is mad, right? So now, what's not working in America, they take it somewhere else. And now their money is multiplied, right? So now you're going somewhere where women, they probably still living in poor conditions. They probably still looking for those men to save them. So of course they're going to treat you like king. Of course. And like I said, I don't disapprove of trying to find more feminine women and women of a different culture, right? I don't disapprove of that. But what I'm saying is, if you're not intentionally marrying them and creating a family that you claim you want, then you're just exploiting them. You're using your money and your American passport as a leverage just for sex tourism, right? And a lot of times these brothers don't even realize the dangers of this. Like, you're traveling just to get sex because you lacking in certain things that women are looking for. You don't have it. So you willing to travel just to get sex? Again, this is for the brothers who are not, if you're not out there to settle down, then you're just out there for sex tourism. And if you're willing to travel just to get into that, like some brothers, I don't heard stories of dudes getting robbed, dudes even getting killed, like getting set up by these, like people are doing bad in these countries. You get what I'm saying? And you going over there just to get laid? Damn, this shit is some desperation shit, right? So it's dangers in even doing that if you're traveling just for sex tourism, right? And that was the third point, the dangers of it. And then lastly, the last thing I'm gonna say is, brothers, to these brothers, you gotta accept the truth about yourself. Like, that's just the reality, right? Like, you gotta accept the truth of who you are. If you're a square, you're a square. And I think this is what's happening. These brothers, they think they could have any woman because they got money. Because they've been told that when you got money, you can have any woman. Some of these women don't care. A lot of these women that are making their own money, they don't care that you got the bread. Of course, they will take your gifts. Of course, any woman would accept free gifts and dinners and all of that shit that you simps be doing. They would accept it. But deep down in their heart, they don't want to be with you. And women, this is what the women are doing. The women are going to have fun with the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the broke dudes. They're going to have fun with them because they really like their vibe. They really genuinely like who they are as a person. They just might not have the means. They might just, they've been locked up. They got felonies or they might have other issues. But they genuinely like their vibe better than yours. They got charisma. They got other things going for them. And because, so what they would do is they would have fun in their young years with them. And then they'll go settle with your ass, with the boring guy, the safe guy, the Will Smith. Jada still loves Tupac to this day. She loved Tupac to this day. Another example of this shit is Titanic. If you've seen Titanic, the woman in Titanic, she left the dude with money to go with Jack. I'm saying she left the dude with money. She could have got on a boat. She could have got on a boat with the dude with money, and she could have been good. But you know where she went? She went with the Pookie and the Ray Ray Jack. Okay? And this is what a lot of you brothers don't realize, because you don't know the nature of women, and you don't know what women really want. So you're gonna continue to struggle. And don't. Some of y'all it's gonna work for y'all. Y'all, y'all gonna throw money, and the gold diggers gonna come, and all them women that you don't really want, right, are gonna come, are gonna flock towards you. It is what it is. But yeah, you never. A lot of times you don't really get the woman you need. And a lot of you brothers is tight. Y'all upset, but you gotta accept the truth about yourself. If you're a square, you're a square. Stop trying to get with certain type of women. If they don't want you, they don't want you. Go after the woman who wants you. I'm pretty sure there's women who want y'all, but y'all don't want them, right? I'm pretty sure there's women out here who want the passport bros, and they don't want them. They overlook them because they want to change. They want to convert the baddies. They want to chase after the women that have been rejecting them, or just take their money, take their gifts, and don't give them no play. So they upset. And that's just my take on what I noticed based on some of you weirdos that I spoke to on Clubhouse, or even engaging with y'all. Like, just mad weird. And I could tell, and I say this to women, say this too, right? Women that been dealing with men who got money, they will tell you, man, them dudes ain't good dudes. Or them dudes got their own shit with them. They act weird. You know what I'm saying? I know plenty of women that cheat, that they being taken care of. And they will step out and cheat. And you know who they're gonna cheat with? With the Pookie and the Ray Ray. Because the Pookie and the Ray Ray got the vibes. He got the charisma. He make them feel good. He speaks to their soul. Tell me, man, women are about to feel. But let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comment section. I would say to you brothers, man, do what you do, man. I'm saying it is what it is. But let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comment section. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. Until next time, peace.